Hello, 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 hello. So I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I'm kind of doing some more flowers. A lot of times I do these leaves in random spots, and then I'm like, I cover most of it up or do something else. So we'll see how this goes. We shall see, as I like to say. We're just going to keep going here. Just going to keep going. So if you're new to my page, thank you for coming to watch me paint. And I hope you will subscribe. I started painting several years ago with my son to work on his fine motor skills, and we just keep painting and painting. So I just published a couple of books with our paintings in them. So if you look on Amazon and look at my name, Lynn Browder, you can see them. And yes, so that's kind of how life is going right now. Trying to do more stuff with our art and see what happens. But there's several books out there, and I'm making some prayer journals and different things like that. So again, just look my name up on Amazon and you'll see those. And just one more way to share our autism journey and go from there. So trying to make myself I've looked back some of our other paintings, and I'm trying to do more different style flowers and kind of reinvent, I'll say it correctly at some point, the wheel or the old flowers. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here, is just going back through some of that and seeing what sticks and what happens. So Owen had a pretty good day today. He did better in his therapy than he's done in quite some time. He gets very distracted by people's clothing, and one of his therapists in particular, all my words are just gonna not work tonight, but that's okay. One of his therapists, he always wants her more so in blue pants than the other therapist. And so all morning, all day, he wanted to know what she was going to wear. And I told him that I could not even begin to imagine what she was going to wear until we got there. And so he thought about it all day long, and she was wearing something that he really liked, and so that made him extremely happy. And so it was one of his best sessions that he'd had in quite some time. And so that in itself was great to hear, and to know that they did good today. Because like I said, he's had some hard days, but thankfully, it was much better today. And he's asked about her a couple of times and said that he did good, which I always try to tell him that he did good, and that I want him to know that it's hard when you like people, or you want people to be in certain outfits and they're not in it, but he can't expect people to know what he wants all the time. And that's very difficult for him. And so he just doesn't understand why everybody doesn't wear exactly what he wants them to wear all the time. And it's just hard. It's just hard. It's hard to explain. It's hard to get him to even understand that just because he likes something doesn't mean that the other people that are actually wearing the clothes are going to like it. And so he's got to just kind of realize that he can't be in charge of everybody's clothing. So I'm hoping that it will start to kind of sink in for him, and that he'll not be as upset, because he has huge meltdowns if people are not in the clothes that he thinks he wants them in. And it's to the point where there's some days that we just have to come home. He cries, and he can't even do anything. And so today she told me that he was able to do the most exercises he's done in quite some time. And he had a great session with his other therapist as well. And so that is also a huge big deal. And so we celebrated that for sure. It's been a long time coming, because we had to take some time off, because he would get so upset about it. And he does this other places too. It's not just this one therapist. He gets upset with at church or different things if he thinks like he wants his grandma to always wear the exact same pants. Literally the exact same pants, because he can't process her in everything else. And he used to like completely different clothes. And so it's even harder when he's been dealing with one thing and then he kind of changes and goes back and forth on different stuff. So we just have to kind of keep moving forward on it and praying that he can kind of relax and not stress out as much about the clothing and what people are wearing as time goes on. But I'm just glad that he had a better day with people in their clothes, his therapist in her clothes, I should truly say. But even he saw his grandma today, and he did better with her as well. But like I said, you just never know how he's going to handle it. He's sat on people's feet before. He's tried to pull their pants up, trying to get it off, so it just looks different for him. And I've taken him to many therapists and many different places and clinics, and he's got a behavioral specialist, and I have an advisor, and it's just hard. It's hard to figure it out. It's hard to set him into a path that's not quite as dramatic about it, because it's just, he gets so upset, so upset. And I don't even know how to help him through that, because, like I said, when it's something as common as a piece of clothing, but yet not everybody wears blue pants or jeans or things like that. So how do you get him to understand that no matter how hard he tries, not everybody, and he doesn't even always want to wear blue pants. He wants to wear shorts or different outfits. So it's not even a matter of he cares what he wants to wear other stuff. He doesn't want to wear blue pants. He wants to wear shorts all the time. Even in the winter, he's been wanting to wear shorts. So I don't know how to get him changed into a different format or thought. And this has been going on for years. We got him over the banana because bananas were causing so much grief for him. And then we're now kind of stuck on this blue pant thing. So hopefully we can get to the point where it's not a problem. It'll just be easier for him to not have to think or stress about people's clothing. Almost done. I'm not going to make this one too elaborate or too much. I'm just going to kind of get some of the general stuff in there. So we're supposed to have some very cold days, and that might mean that he doesn't get to go to school. It's Christmas break, and I'm praying that he will be able to return. But they're predicting that we could have over a foot of snow over the weekend, and then he's supposed to return to school on Monday. So that might not happen. So, okay. I feel like I'm missing something, but feels like it needs something. Okie dokie dokie. Okay. I get like this, I can't make myself stop sometimes. All right, so we sign O for Owen, and then L, and B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.